What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Kevin with Optimized Essentials, and today I'm going to share with you a quick fix to your lower back pain. Now, this will only work given that your lower back pain is caused by weak glutes and weak core, because those are the two key muscles that we're going to focus on today. We're also going to do some decompression, but yes, we're mainly going to focus on decompressing your spine, strengthening your glutes, and strengthening your abs. Now, if this doesn't do the trick, I'm going to make a part two in terms of what muscles to release and stretch out, because potentially it could be caused by muscle imbalances. Now, what do I mean? Anything that is contributing to your low back pain could be a wider range of muscles, right? Wide array of muscles, what I mean to say. For example, you have one quad that is tighter than the other. You have one hamstring that is tighter than the other. You have one glute that is tighter or weaker than the other, causing rotation. You have one TFL, one QL, one adductor. Any of these muscles around the pelvis, if they're either tight, weak, or tighter or weaker than the other, it's going to cause torsion, shearing, or compressive forces in your lower back. And if you don't address these muscles, then you're going to have a lot of issues. But the combination is going to be too comprehensive to go into one video, which is why I've made multiple videos. And in this video, I'm only going to share with you a quick fix. So I want you to keep watching all of my other videos if this doesn't work for you, but most likely it will, all right? So what you want to do is you want to find a chair or a sofa or anything that you can put your feet on. And the other thing I have is a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can get something decently, I wouldn't say hard, because you don't want it to be heavy. You want it to be somewhat light. So pillows would work just fine, all right? Maybe 2 to 3 pillows. What you want to do is you want to grab the yoga block, put your feet on the sofa or the chair, place it in between your thighs, all right? And just very gently, just clasp onto it, okay? If it feels better for you to not use a yoga block at first, you're welcome to do that. You just want to chill here, okay? Chill here for about 3 to 5 minutes, focusing on taking deep breaths, okay? So what you want to do is you want to breathe into your belly, and then also imagine the air going down into your lower back. I would even say feeling it in your anus, right? So you want to breathe into your pelvic floor muscles, okay? So adjust your pants and your undergarments as necessary, because mine was kind of very on my waist, and it was pressing down on my back. So what you could do is you could pull it down and just expose your lower back and just keep everything nice and flat in a flat surface. But yes, breathe in this position for about 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, however long it feels right for you. And then as you're breathing, you want to imagine that the space in your lower back is opening up. It's elongating. So you're breathing in. Notice how my belly is coming up, holding for a few seconds, feeling your back opening up, exhaling. So breathing in. You want to do this, for as long as it feels right, and you really want to focus on breathing deep. So let's just say a few minutes has gone by. Now the next step you want to do is you want to take the yoga block or the pillow that you have, and you want to place it in between your legs. From this position, what I like to do is I like to squeeze it, the block or the pillow, very hard, and then relax. Squeeze very hard, and then relax. Do that about 5 times. It kind of resets the SI joint a little bit, or the joint in between your groin. I forgot the name off the top of my head, but you'll feel something there. Sometimes it might pop, sometimes it might not. But if you have pain in this area, you might have an SI joint issue when you're squeezing, and it's something a little bit more severe that you might have to see a professional for. But generally, when you squeeze this, it's going to activate your adductors and kind of balance out the joints within your pelvis, all right? So press that gently, about 50% of your strength, and now we're going to strengthen the pelvis, okay? So in this position, what I want you to do is you're going to gently tuck your pelvis upwards and then back down, okay? So take a deep breath. Gently tuck your pelvis up off the ground and then relax. You can do that about 5 times, and then you're going to progress it a little bit more. Okay, so breathe in, exhale. So that was about 5 times. And then from this position, we're going to do a hip bridge, and we're going to drive our hips up towards the ceiling. And we want to squeeze our glutes as hard as we can. All right, so take a deep breath, and then drive up, and then squeeze your butt as hard as you can. All right, you want to keep your butt tucked underneath you. You don't want it sticking out. You want to tuck it underneath you and squeeze your butt. If you feel it in your hamstrings, chances are you might have very tight hamstrings, and you want to release or stretch those out as well, because if you have tight hamstring, that's going to pull your butt backwards into a posterior pelvic tilt and cause your back to be more flat. So this might make it worse if you have a posterior pelvic tilt. So you actually want to strengthen your lower back if that's the case, okay? But generally, if your lower back is torqued or kind of elevated, this is going to help alleviate some of your pain. So play around with it based on how your body feels, but chances are this is going to help out regardless of what you have going on. So you want to strengthen your glutes for about 15 times in this position, very slow and controlled, going at a very slow pace, mindfully feeling your body, mindfully feeling your glutes, your lower back. If anything hurts, stop, take it slower, or try a different technique, because I'm going to share with you what other muscles you can release for your lower back, because it could be a wider range of muscles. It could be your quads, hamstrings, glute medius, glute minimus, TFL, QL. All these muscles contribute to lower back pain, and maybe even your core too, like tight abs. But let's just say we've done that 15 times. Now what I want you to do, we're going to do a core strengthening exercise for your lower abdominals. And what I like to do is leg drops. Not all the way, because when I teach clients how to do, or when I've worked with clients and we've done full leg drops, at the bottom of the leg drop, their back comes up and they feel a lot of pressure in their lower back. That's because their core is weak. So to combat this, what you want to do is you want to do a half leg drop. You might even want to do a single leg drop, one at a time. Inhaling when you go down, drawing your belly button in, keeping your core tight. Don't let your back come up off the ground. You want to keep it flat on the ground as you're going down. So as you're going down, keep your core tight, keep your back flat. Breathe in, come back up. Breathe in, come back up. Breathe in, come back up. Do that about 12 times. And if you feel strong, then I want you to use both of your legs at the same time, all right? So as you're going down, to keep your hands underneath your tailbone, and don't let your back come up. So breathe in, keep your core as tight as you can, touch, and then come back up. So breathe in, go back down, come back up. The reason I use this for the leg drops is because you don't want to go past the range of motion where it starts to get into your lower back. You don't want to allow your lower back to arch up off the ground and create a lot of pressure there. That's why a lot of people's back pain or back hurts when they do leg exercises. It's because their core isn't strong enough and their lower back takes it all. So this allows you to do halfway, come back up. And I want you to do this for 3 sets of each. So you're going to do another 2 rounds of hip extensions, squeezing your glutes, and then another 2 rounds of either single leg or alternate leg. Oh yes, and an alternative that you can try if you don't have a yoga block, this might actually even work better, is if you keep your feet straight. So you want to be not all the way with your knees against the table or the chair. You want to have them straight so that your leg is off the ground. And then from this position, you're just going to use your heels, dig into the ground or the chair, and lift your butt up and squeeze, all right? So you want to tuck your butt up, pinch your butt cheeks together, and come back down. If you feel your hamstrings a lot, then this is going to be more effective than having your knees halfway in, all right? So drive up, squeeze, inhale down. Drive up, squeeze, inhale down, all right? You can do that 15 times. And then the same thing from this position, since you're already set up for the alternate leg drop. Keep your back nice and straight. Inhale, go back down, come back up. Inhale, go back down, come back up. All right, inhale, go back down, come back up. When you're doing this, make sure you're controlling it, slowing down, tapping, squeezing, coming back up. And then when you walk back up into this position, you should instantly feel your core and your glutes activated a lot more, and that should reset the position of your pelvis or help align it a little bit more, because now these two muscles are strengthened and the muscles are able to kind of keep your pelvic stability more intact. But again, if this doesn't help too much, then you want to make sure you release the muscles that are pulling your pelvis either in an elevated position, a rotated position, or an excessively tip forward or tip backward position. And I'll create a separate video for that. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this quick fix. If it helped you, please leave a comment below or share this video with someone else who experiences back pain. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I would love to make more videos on how to fix your pain. Have a good one, guys. Peace.